I think each of you has your favorite character that you play for, but have you ever thought about what story he hides behind himself? Get ready, guys. In this video, I will tell you about the history and path of each character in the strongest battleground. You will learn everything from the very first character to the very last. Don't miss the opportunity to get to know your hero better. Enjoy watching. Let's start with the first character, the strongest hero. This guy's name is Saitama. He used to be a simple office worker until one incident. Returning from a boring job, he met a terrible mutated crab that wanted to destroy everyone around him. He decided to save the poor child. Get out! And having entered into battle with the crab, he defeated him, leaving him no chance. After this incident, he realized that he wanted to become a hero. Saitama started training. Every day he did 100 push-ups, 100 squats, 100 crunches, and 10 kilometers of running. For 3 years he did not stop training, and in the end he gained simply incredible strength. Due to the enormous power that was within him, he lost all his hair. Now he is a hero, capable of defeating any enemy with one blow. But with strength comes boredom. No opponent can be a real challenge for him. On his way, Saitama goes from an unknown fighter against small monsters to a hero participating in battles of a global scale. He faces powerful enemies, including Boros and Garou, and proves every time that his strength is limitless. As a result, Saitama is not just a hero, he is a phenomenon. His goal is not to become the strongest hero, but to find an opponent who will give him real competition. Now write in the comments bald cape if you play this character. Let's move on. Now it's time for the hero hunter. This guy's name is Garou. From childhood, he was not like everyone else. Instead of admiring the heroes, Garou saw hypocrisy and injustice in them. In his youth, he became a student of the legendary martial artist Bang. Under his guidance, Garou developed incredible technique and strength, but he harbored hatred for heroes, defeating all the students in his sensei's school and turning away from him. He chose his path, the path of a hero hunter. He began to destroy one hero after another. With each defeated hero, he found himself a victim stronger than the previous one. Each fight made him more dangerous, and his name became synonymous with horror. He became a true legend among villains. On his way, he faced opponents such as Tank Top Master and Genos, and eventually defeated them. He continued to put his plan into practice until he met him, the hero who defeated Garou with one blow. For Garou, everything could have ended forever that day. But something happened that changed everything. But you will find out later. And now write in the comments, Hungry Wolf, if you play this character. Let's move on to the destructive cyborg. This robot guy's name is Genos. When he was a child, his city was destroyed by a ruthless cyborg. Genos miraculously survived, but lost everything: his family, friends, and home. Later, he met Dr. Kuseno, who improved Genos' body and made him a cyborg. As a result, Genos dedicated his entire life to catching the very cyborg who destroyed his life. But on his way, he met him, the hero who showed him the strength he always aspired to. Since then, he became Saitama's disciple and continues to follow him to this day. Genos and his teacher joined the Hero Association, where Saitama received an A rank, and Genos became the first rookie in history to be awarded an S rank. Having received the heroic name of the Demon Cyborg, Genos began his heroic path together with his teacher. Write the word cyborg in the comments if you play this character. Let's move on to the next hero. It's time for the deadly ninja. This guy's name is Speedo Sound Sonic. He was once part of an elite ninja clan, trained to kill with lightning speed and ruthlessness. Sonic always stood out among them with his speed and ambition. Simple service was not enough for him. He wanted to become the strongest fighter in the world. Sonic left the clan and began his own path as a mercenary. His name quickly became famous: lightning-fast attacks, perfect technique, and complete disdain for his enemies. But everything changed the moment he encountered him. Confident in his invincibility, Sonic couldn't even touch Saitama, and he himself was humiliated in the blink of an eye. From then on, he made Saitama his main target. He trained, fought monsters, and constantly looked for new ways to become stronger. But his pride and thirst for revenge led to defeats again and again. Despite this, Sonic does not give up. He continues to hone his skills. After all, now the only goal in his life is to surpass Saitama. Write the word ninja in the comments if you play this character. Let's move on. It's time for the brutal demon. This guy's name is Bad, but everyone calls him a Metal Bat. Metal Bat is an S-class hero, armed with only a baseball bat. At first glance, he is an ordinary hooligan, but behind this insolence lies an iron will and a desire to protect the weak. His main weapon is not only his bat, but also his incredible ability to become stronger as the fight gets tougher. The longer he fights and the more damage he takes, the stronger he becomes. This is what allows him to withstand enemies that are many times stronger than him. He fought against the Monster Association, didn't back down from giants, and even got up from blows that would have knocked other heroes down immediately. He once fought a Garou and almost ended up finishing him off. Garou thought he had victory in his pocket, but the Metal Bat managed to catch him off guard. He almost finished him off if not for one thing. He was stopped by his younger sister, whom he loves with all his heart and promises to protect. Metal Bat is not only about brute force, but about honor, fortitude, and the desire to protect people dear to him. Write the word BAT in the comments if you play this character. Let's move on. It's time for the Blade Master. This guy's name is Atomic Samurai. He is one of the strongest swordsmen of the modern era and an S-class hero. His real name is Kamakiri, but everyone knows him as Atomic Samurai. His swordsmanship is so great that he is able to cut an enemy into hundreds of pieces in a split second. Confident in his own abilities, he often appears arrogant and even dismissive of those who are weaker. But his skills are the result of years of training and discipline. He has fought monsters of incredible strength and always emerged victorious thanks to his speed and precision. Atomic Samurai values honor and loyalty, so he is always ready to stand shoulder to shoulder with other heroes. For him, combat is an art, and the sword is an extension of his soul, and while he holds the blade in his hands, his enemies can be sure that they will be defeated with lightning speed. Write the word samurai in the comments if you play this character. Let's move on. It's time for the Wild Psychic. This girl's name is Tatsumaki. Known as the Tornado of Terror, she is one of the association's strongest heroes and one of the leaders of Class S. Despite her small stature and childlike appearance, her strength is terrifying. Tatsumaki is capable of destroying cities, raising buildings into the air, and crushing armies of monsters with just a wave of her hand. But the path to this power was difficult. Her parents turned away from her, frightened by her unusual abilities. They sent her to a laboratory, where she lived alone and was subjected to experiments. Then the Hero Blast appeared. He saved Tatsumaki and told her important words. No one will always come to her aid. You must become strong yourself. These words changed her forever. As a result, Tatsumaki became cold and distrustful of everyone except her younger sister Fubuki. But despite her harsh nature, her strength has saved humanity from destruction more than once. And now her name inspires fear even in the most powerful monsters. Write Psychic in the comments if you play this character. Let's move on. It's time for the Martial Artist. This guy's name is Suryu. He is a young martial artist, incredibly talented and self-confident. He easily defeated his opponents and believed that heroes were just fools who risked themselves in vain. For him, life was a game, and strength was a way to have fun. At the martial arts tournament, he showed himself in all his glory and delighted the spectators. But the tournament was suddenly interrupted by monsters. For the first time, he found himself in front of a strong opponent who was ready to finish him off at any second. But in the end, Saitama came and destroyed all the monsters with one blow. After the tournament, his worldview changed. He stopped taking life lightly. Now he is not just a talented fighter, but a man who understood that strength is needed to protect others. Write the word fighter in the comments if you play for this character. Let's move on. It's time for a tech prodigy. His name is Child Emperor. He is the youngest S-class hero. Since childhood, instead of playing with toys, he assembled complex mechanisms and amazed everyone with his intelligence. Despite his young age, he found himself in the most elite association of heroes on par with other top heroes. He has incredible strength thanks to his technological backpack and easily deals with strong monsters. He also invented his own personal battle mecha, thanks to which he can fight even the strongest monsters. The Child Emperor is an example of how intelligence can be more dangerous than brute force. But if you look closely, you can see that he is just an ordinary child. But he has to grow up with this cruel world. Write the word Emperor in the comments if you play for this character. Let's move on. It's time for Monster Garou. With each fight, Garou became more and more distant from his human form. The wounds that should have hurt him only made him stronger. His body began to change, and his consciousness gradually accepted the idea to become absolute evil. His evolution reached its peak. Garou acquired a monstrous form. Now he was no longer a man, but something more. With his new strength, he could rival even incredibly powerful heroes, but ahead of him was the one who stood above all, Saitama. Their fight was the climax. Garou, with incredible strength, still couldn't break him. Saitama destroyed his pride, proving that absolute evil can't win. After being defeated by Saitama and losing his monster form, Garou was left as a mere human. But this was his true salvation. He realized that his path had been a mistake, and for the first time in a long time, he wanted to move forward not for the sake of destruction, but for the sake of the power that could protect. Write the word monster in the comments if you play this character. As a bonus, I'll quickly tell you about 2 more characters now. Let's start with KJ. This character was added in the KJ update. He has nothing to do with the One Punch Man universe. KJ originally appeared in the Stickman animation. The game developers liked this character so much that they added him to the game. At the release, KJ was probably the most hyped character in the game, but at the moment, the hype has died down. But still, this character remains one of the favorite heroes of TSB. Now it's time for the sorcerer. This guy's name is Satoru Gojo, and he is the most powerful mage of our time in the Jujutsu Kaisen universe. His main power is the Infinity Technique. He was added to the game around 2023. You can only play him on a private server. His power is literally limitless, both in the game and in the anime. No one could defeat him, but there was someone who turned Gojo into 2 halves of Twix. Write in the comments if you know who I'm talking about.